I'm good. Okay, I want to introduce to you my son, the eldest one, who will be speaking something that leads him to become RVP. He became every RVP, is in the business with us, grew up in the business, and he became RVP last year, 2011. 12, okay. now he wanted to share with you how he can he join the business and how he built the business with the mentors like me, my wife, Raj Kruger, and other RVPs. Because every trip you go, for the last 10 years, he's in. So he will share you his experience as well. Without further ado, please welcome Mark Cacayuran.
Okay, guys, to let you know, I don't know who was up first, but I knew I was going to speak, so I thought I was giving up the speakers, but I appreciate it. I'm humbled. Like I said, sometimes in this business, you know, people are, they think like, okay, we're the best and number one, but you got to humble yourself, you know what I mean? First and foremost, you got to be a servant leader. So if you serve your people are going to help you back, right? Yeah. So for me, my story, just letting you know, I started a business when I was 23 years old. I was a full-time student. I was in social science in Vanier. I did it for 1 year, then I didn't know what I was doing, so I went to computer science because my friends are in computer science, so I just followed them, right? So following the path. And then after that, I did that for about a year until my eyes turned crystal blue. I'm like, nah, it's not gonna happen for me. Okay, I need my eyes. Okay. All right. So what happened is that I switched. I talked to my guidance counselor. He said maybe you don't like math and you're good before, but now you don't like it. Your grades are there. So maybe you're more like you're a shy person. But what do you want to do? I said, well, I want to travel. I want to make a difference. She said, why don't you go to creative arts? Because you have good imagination. I don't know where she got that from, but it was pretty fun. I went to John Abbott. I went to the creative arts. I did linguistics because there was journalism, theater, and linguistics. So linguistics, I figured I didn't have to talk in front of people. So I'm good, right? Theater, I'm gonna pass out. And journalism, when that happened, it was right after the 9/11 thing. So I was like, I don't know. It's pretty tough to be a journalist these days, right? So like I said, I'm a very timid person by nature. But when I'm with my friends, I'm not timid at all. You know what I mean? I'm really passionate about it. I was working at FedEx, so I was doing 7 o'clock in the morning until about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Then I would get my books and stuff wherever. 5 o'clock, I would leave John Abbott College and drive right here to where IKEA is and Ecole d'Elias, and I would work at FedEx at 5:30. So everybody, my whole team there is waiting for me because they know I'm the last guy coming in, and then I was a student. So as I come in, they pump me up, yo, we're ready to move 500 boxes. I'm like, yeah, 500 boxes, you know? And I did 5:30 shift until midnight. And some nights when people came late, so when you see those FedEx trucks running around and they disappear at a certain time, guess where they go to? They go to where I work. Does it make sense? A lot of trucks and a lot of boxes. So sometimes people came late because of snowstorms, whatever. And at midnight, I would drive from Montreal, here, right here, go to, take the 13, all the way to Mirabel to drop some boxes before the plane leaves at 1 o'clock. That was every day for 2 years, guys. And I had 3 jobs. On the weekends, I was working Wendy's and McDonald's at the same time. I was juggling both. The reason why I did that, because I needed the money. I figured the way to make more money is to do more work or do more hours. I was totally wrong. I figured out that I was taxed more. Okay? Because I was single, didn't have a family, and I was making 3 incomes. So guess what happened? The government says, well, we're going to tax you 3 times in a row. I love the people that I work with. The team effort, like at Wendy's, because I see some people at Wendy's here, some people work before. The team, you know, you like the camaraderie, but the pay wasn't that good, you know? I think when I started, it was like $7 an hour. Flipping burgers, you know, taking customers, right? But I learned how to humble myself. Does it make sense? But when I started this business part-time, man, I saw my parents. First of all, my parents were making good income, okay? My dad had 2 job incomes. He was at FedEx and at Zellers. Zellers closed down. So if my dad had stayed there, where would he be now at his age right now? Jobless, right? So if you're a person that makes big income in a corporation, you were here for 10 years, then suddenly they close down because another company came in, or they close down and they move shop somewhere else. What happens to you gotta start over? You gotta go jump hunting again after 10 years? You gotta start from the bottom again? Get your 2 weeks vacation? I look at it and I said, man, my dad did that, he's very highly educated. And me, I'm in my 3 jobs, I'm trying to finish school, and I'm gonna end up the same thing. And I said, there's nothing wrong with that, but is that my life? So then when my mom and my dad actually quit his job, because he had 2 jobs. He quit his job because he had a time frame, and my mom also started helping him as a partner. I saw my mom and my dad working together. To me, that's what made me have more belief, because I saw my mom and dad work together. Because normally, guys, if you came to my house, you'd see a fridge, right? You would never see my parents. We would never see each other the whole Monday to Friday. Okay, maybe I told you, because we were working 3 jobs there, everybody's different. You only see notes, like post-its, here's your lunch, hi honey, see you later, pick up this, whatever. You know, that was the life. Does it make sense? But we didn't choose it. We were put into it because of the system we followed. So what happened is when my dad and mom started going together on the weekends, like, what is this? What are they going on dates or something? You know? So I figured out that they weren't going dates. They were probably sick and tired of being sick and tired of doing the daily run every day, the daily grind, 40 hours a week, you know? For 10 years, like put a TV on for 40 hours every day for the next 35 years. Don't you think it's going to break? So put yourself 40 hours a week doing that. You're going to break, like the stress level, you're going to break. Does it make sense? So prior to that, I think that's why my dad also had a stroke. So that's the reason why the 2 jobs for 10 years he was doing got a toll on him. Does it make sense? So my dad started doing the business. He replaced his income of 70,000. He's at 100-something thousand. My mom retired also, so he worked with my dad. So find me a place where you can work with your spouse. When my mom and my dad showed up to me, I said, man, if I get my wife, I get to work with my spouse, right? Isn't that good? I can whip up my calendar, January, right, 1st, 2016, the next year, and I can start scheduling all my work times and my vacation time. Would you guys want that? If you can whip out your calendar and just start fixing your vacation and anytime you want to work, would you want that? Seriously. That's freedom of time. And that's what we're building here for, no matter how long it's going to take us. Now that the part-time law has passed, anybody in this room, as long as you're still working somewhere else, it doesn't matter. Your career is not affected. If you can start a Primerica business by helping one family at the kitchen table at the time on weekends and start making $1,000 or $2,000 a month part-time, why don't you give it a shot? First of all, what you got to lose? There's no more education requirement in 6 months. Okay? Mutual fund license requires not even high school. Life license requires college and up. But if they're going to remove the education requirement in the next 6 months or 8 months, everybody in this room can get in. The problem before is because we couldn't get quality people. Quality people are people who are professionals. If you were working somewhere, but you couldn't do go back to school, you wanted to keep your job, you want to keep it stable, you couldn't start Primerica full-time or part-time because it wasn't allowed. Now everybody can do it in this room. You see, I believe that everybody in this room has the potential to go and get a further success than where they are. And there's nothing wrong with it, but just remember this. You make sure that you're not doing it by yourself. Find somebody that you can believe, trust, and somebody you can mentor you in this business. Like me, I was mentored by my dad, by Raj, by Elizabeth. Everybody in this office mentored me. That's who I am today. Does it make sense? So when I mentor somebody else, I'm just copying what my dad, my parents, Raj, and all my team trained me. My first trip was in Florida. I had never believed it. My dad said, Mark, take a week off at FedEx, Wendy's, and whatever job they have. And a week off at school. I'm saying, well, how am I going to do that? I said, look, I'm going to make a letter. I'm going to say, okay, we're going to this company, paid convention, and there's nobody to take care of your home, so you have to come with us. So we went. So my brothers, myself, and my parents, we all went to Florida. We got there, we got treated royalty. We get off the bus, they give us passes, red carpet, they take our value, we go to our hotel. Airfare, hotel paid. To me, I was like, there's something going on here. There's a catch. I couldn't believe it. So I went to ask the clerk. I said, I'm so sorry. How did because my parents were like, how did my parents? I said, no, the company paid for all of your 1,500 rooms. It's all paid by Primerica. You're Primerica, yeah, it's all paid. I'm like, no, get out of here. I goes, no, that's true. That's already paid. Okay. And I said, how about the airfare? I'm thinking, all right, so if they paid the hotels, they must have paid the airfare. I said, where company can you do that? That you can have that kind of extra incentive to help you build a business. From that trip on, I swear to you guys, after that trip, I didn't need any more excuses. I said, I never want to miss a trip. If I can go on vacation every 6 months paid for what I do anyway, why not? Anybody wants to go on 6 months vacation paid? Yes or no? Yeah.
Yes.
So if you work hard, you help families, they bring you to trips. Does it make sense? And that way, what happens if you're a partner? What happens to your partner? If you bring your partner to trips, what happens to her? She becomes your best cheerleader, like my mom, right? So my mom would say, let's go shopping. So my mom would go shop. See, while my mom is shopping, my dad is recruiting. Because if we're going to spend money in your store, we better get something back. Does it make sense? Right? But they don't understand that when they sell me a product, it's something that's only going to be temporary, that I could probably sell, okay, if I buy a jeans or a jacket for $100 or $50, I could probably sell it on eBay for like, if I don't use it, maybe a little bit less, half the price. But what's that going to do? What's a big difference going to make? But they don't know. If I spoke to them and if they're open-minded and they say, look, I don't know what you're doing, but I'm interested, I'm looking for something, and here's my number. If they give it a chance, okay, if they trust me their number to talk to them, I might change their life. Does it make sense? So everybody in my team, I always tell them, in your head, you are RVP, you're Regional Vice President in Training, you're the CEO in this business. And what you got to do is you got to look for the talented people out there. But you don't know talent until you talk to people. Does it make sense? Yeah. Are you a talent scout right now? Are you a talent scout?
Oh, yeah.
So how do you know what's successful or not? How can you determine that somebody here, it doesn't start right away, is not successful? And somebody who's very positive attitude, wants to start right away, is not successful. You can't determine that. All you got to do is give people a shot. If you give people a shot, you don't know what you're going to be. Right? Michael Jordan, anybody in sports, anybody that watched sport, anybody were given a chance. If you were just given a chance, you would have been successful, right? But a lot of people die, they're in the graveyards right now, and they never succeed because nobody gave them a shot. Does it make sense, guys? What I'm trying to tell you guys is that give yourself a shot. Don't do it for anybody, just do it for yourself. And then once you fulfill yourself, okay, I did it for myself, now expand your horizon, expand your circle. Now let me see who else I can help. Do you understand what I'm talking about? That's why when I talked to my best friend, all my 7 best friends, they said no to me. My question is, did I give up? Would you give up on people you care about? Yes or no?
No.
So what did I do? I just said, okay, no problem. I still chilled with them. I came back and hey man, how's going your job? 6 months later, right? I heard that they're cutting your hours. Like, so you want to come and check the opportunity I'm telling you about? Oh no, give me more time. Eventually, what happened to these people? What happened? They saw me, I was serious. A year and a half into the business, they said, Mark, what you talked to me about a year ago, you know, I really want to start saving for my retirement. The one you talked to me about before, I want to start getting this kind of insurance because they're having families now. You know what I mean? I did not give up on them. I stayed in touch with them because I care for them. Does it make sense? So when you talk to people that say no to you, it means no now. They're not saying no, I don't like you. They say no now because it's not the right situation.